Hello, everybody. I am Eve the Empath, your spiritual transformational specialist, and I'm here to affirm your intrinsic value. Welcome in. Welcome in. Today, we are going to be working on some beautiful tarot readings on this beautiful Tuesday, the day after Memorial Day. And we're going to have some special readings from our beautiful deck from Claudia from Olivia's Art Studio. So this is her new prototype, and I am going to pull one card for each one of you based on your sign. So water, based on your element: water, earth, fire, air. Yeah. So welcome in, everybody. Let's get started. Let's see. Gonna go here, and we'll go here. I know I haven't been on in a few days. However, part of the reason is for body healing. So the more I spend time honoring my body, the better I am equipped to spend time with you guys. Hello, my sweet Jennifer. How are you, my love? T-Baby, welcome in. So good to see you. Please go ahead and tap the screen for me. That is going to get me on my For You page right now. I'm sitting in the dungeon. Nobody knows that I'm here because I haven't been. I'm so awake. I'm glad. Are you feeling energized? Hello, Rich Risings. Are you feeling energized? I hope so. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. I'm going to send this out to a couple more folks. Are you feeling energized? I hope so. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. I'm going to send this out to a couple more folks. Bear with me. Hold on. Let me go here. And then we're going to go here. And we're going to go here. We're going to go there. All right, and then we're gonna go this way. Boom. And we're gonna go boom, 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 boom. Because nobody knows I'm here, right? Like, nobody knows. So we're gonna go and send this out. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I had a restful weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on our readings because I promised myself I was gonna get in and out today. I'm gonna do 3 cards for you guys. Hey, Big Kev. I'm gonna do 3 cards for you guys from the tarot deck. I am going to pull from the Healing Mantra. I have a question for you guys. So for those of you guys who subscribe to my channel, how would you feel about pick a card readings? Would y'all go to my YouTube and watch my pick a card readings? Yes or no? Just put it in the chat. It's something that I'm really considering, like heavily considering. You would, Big Kev? Okay. I've not done pick a cards before. I mean, it's not hard to do pick a cards, but I enjoy the readings. Like, I enjoy being able to, like, you know, you choose, you see what's drawn to you, and then you're able to decide like what you want to do and listen to that particular reading. And I don't know how long they'll go, but I'm thinking somewhere between 35 to maybe 45 minutes just to get a really good, strong, in-depth reading. Of course, my personal readings are still on my website, evetheempath.com, starting at 44 and going up. Remember, if you are a subscriber, if you have that Eve next to your name, like Big Kev and Jennifer, you get 10% off my tarot readings. Okay, 10% off of the 1 hour and 5% off of the 30 minutes. So subscribers, you guys do get extra benefits for being a subscriber, and it's about that time for us to choose our winner for Eve's Closet for the month. The overall energy of today is going to be the Devil in reverse. So if you guys have been dealing with addictions, feeling like you have a hard time with managing your energy, hello Mo, what's up? If you feel like you've been having a hard time being stuck, like some of you guys, maybe you wanted to give up a habit or something like that, I definitely feel like this is the time for that, because the devil came out in reverse. If he had come up upright, I'd be like, y'all still got this temptation thing going on. Something got you in a chokehold. But I do see for the masses at this time, whatever it was that had you in a chokehold, the addictive behavior, the lack of discipline, even the toxic partnerships that you have been engaging in, I do see you breaking away from that. Now, it does feel like it is a pivotal time in your life, just being honest. Like there could be some changes that you didn't see coming. So like, for instance, if you have an eating problem, you might hear from the doctor saying like, okay, it's time for you to make these changes because these are the tests that came back. These are your lab results. And it could scare you into making a decision that is going to benefit you in the long run. That is the energy, the collective energy. It could be that you decide that you're going to work out. Give yourself permission to work out. Give yourself permission to, just live a healthier lifestyle. For some of you guys, it could have been something tragic that happened in your life. Like you see somebody and you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I am done with it. Whatever the reason for it, it's going to be a long-standing release. It's not something that you're going to go back to, especially anytime soon. Sometimes we have that habit of sticking our toe in, sticking our toe back out. We try something, we break up, go with a new diet, and then we go back to eating habits or whatever. I don't see that happening. I see right now that you guys have made a conscious decision. If you haven't done it yet, it's definitely showing up soon, that you're making that conscious decision. As a matter of fact, probably like recent, like now. We're in Gemini season. Damn, does it feel like Taurus season went by quickly? It seems like 1 minute we was in Taurus season and the next minute we in Gemini season. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but hey, it's up, right? Very quick. Now, Gemini energy is a good, and it's a fast moving energy as well. So I don't know, Spirit is really kind of rambling today, but this Gemini energy brings in a nice ability to gather your thoughts, to think outside the box, to start working on your creative ideas. This is a time when you might find yourself very immersed in inspiration. So you might be finding like vision boards, doing vision boards, looking at things that kind of like bring in your creative process. That energy from Gemini comes in like that. You might actually think about going back to school. A lot of you might start thinking, hey, it's time for school. I'm ready for Leo season 2, love. It's okay. So for my 50th, I am going to have a party. I am going to do, I wanted to do a banquet style, but I didn't really plan for it. So I'm just going to do like a backyard kickback with my kids and my grandkids. I'm going to invite a couple of folks from my community. Water slide, like the bouncy house water. I'm pointing to the backyard like y'all can see it. Water slide. Are you back in the States, South girl? Mo? Hello, String Alchemist. How are you, love? Having some food, bringing the food in. I'm not cooking nothing this year. I want to get it all catered in. And my sister will host my game night. Oh, please do. Yes. I know I have Big Kev and Hala and Jennifer on my list and Miss Koya on my list and Loving Me More on my list. I would love to have you too. Like, just bringing in my 50 with you guys. Grand Rising, I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing well. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Who we doing first? Jennifer gonna have to fly to Texas, y'all. Jennifer gonna have to fly to Texas, y'all. Fire signs, let's go. Jamie, hello. Is it your birthday, love? And you know what? It's going to be wild because it's going to be smack dab in the middle of the summer. But I promise you my AC do work. Yes. and Moncherie. Y'all gonna have to come to Texas. Yes, I am. But my birthday is I'm a Leo. Leo sees. You know, we be thinking big like before it happens. So I was telling my kids, like, okay, this is what I want. Okay, let's get it, y'all. Fire signs first. Let's go. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, clarity for my fire signs. Okay, so we got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower. Okay. There we go. One more. So overall energy that I'm finding from my fire signs. With the Nine of Pentacles, some of you guys need to learn how to sit your ass down. Everything is big in Texas. Yes, indeed. Sometimes I forget because, like, so I'm so used to, and Spirit is really bringing me through this journey of appreciation, gratitude, and releasing expectations. And that can be hard because I say that because if you go to like restaurants, especially here, you get big portions of food and things like that. Well, lately I've been going to places and it feels like my portions have been smaller. Now, I don't believe in inflation. I don't care what anybody say. You can get mad at me, whatever. I don't believe in inflation. I believe in agreements. I know that it is a real thing. However, the impact that it has on you is based on your belief system, period. If your belief is that, oh my God, we're in inflation, everything costs more, blah, 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 that's going to be your reality. That's not my reality. And it hasn't been my reality my whole life. It's just something I just don't subscribe to. And I say all that to say is because everything happens in the now, right? We are in a quantum universe living. Jennifer Lovebug whispers. Hey! Okay, Jennifer Lovebug. Okay, so that's your new name, Jennifer. Jen's Love Bug Whispers. Jen's Love Bug Whispers. Jen's Love Bug Whispers. Jen's Love Bugs Whispers. Okay, now, because I believe that everything happens in the now, everything that we experience is just based on our ability to vibrate back and forth with our current consciousness. Sometimes it takes us a long time to get to a certain space because of our consciousness. It takes us time. Time is created for us to move through the levels of consciousness based on our own belief. That's my belief. I'm not trying to force it down your throat. I'm not trying to make you believe what I believe. However, when I do recognize that there are spiritual truths and universal truths, I do want to bring that information. Not your average tarot reader. I don't care about the reading aspect of it. I love it. But what's more important is being able to bring these messages out in a way that is going to help you heal and evolve your life. Period. That's it. Spiritual transformational specialist is in my title. Why? Because that is my goal, to help you transform. As I transform, you transform. Hello, Ms. Denise. So with that being said, the reason why I said I don't believe in the inflation is because of that. Because in every aspect of this quantum universe, there's an aspect where there is no inflation. There's an aspect where credit is not necessary. There's an aspect where people have higher consciousness and they love each other without all the wars and the fighting. Like, all of that exists, just like slavery still exists, just like poverty still exists. Like, all of these things exist at the same time quantumly in one quantum reality. So with that being said, some of y'all need to slow y'all ass down because you're focused on the work, on the bag so bad that fire signs, you're looking for, you're constantly working. And I can attest to it. As a fire sign, this workaholic energy is draining you. There's a tower here. And typically people get afraid of towers, but I have learned to embrace the tower. So for my fire signs, hello, Miss Sue. For my fire signs, I recommend, right, that you choose to embrace the tower in your life. What does that mean and what does that look like? It means that things are going to shift, things are going to change, and it may happen suddenly because that's what Tower energy is. It doesn't mean that your whole world is going to fall apart, but there might be aspects of your world that you do not recognize. Okay? You are constantly calling in your experiences, right? What you think about, what you speak about, all of those things are happening in your life instantaneously. The moment you think it, the moment you speak it, it's happening. Your awareness is what brings it to you. Okay, Spirit. So they want me to talk about this for a second. So in investments, right? If you were somebody who were to invest in, let's say, in Bitcoin, and you put a certain amount of money and bought a certain amount of shares of Bitcoin, the Bitcoin would do what it's going to do. It's going to go up, it's going to go down, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. You might buy more, you might sell more. You don't realize your investment until you sell it, until you decide to get rid of it, right? That's when you realize, that's when you see its worth. That's when you actually see the investment. It's called a realized investment. And it's like that with everything. So the moment you stop getting to the place of it is the moment you realize it. And that's what happens in our lives. The moment we experience a death, the moment we experience a sickness, it's because we realize that. You understand what I'm saying? Hello, Julie Nicole, Miss Moon. With that being said, there is some things that are changing in your life with this Tower energy, and it's okay. Sevens are about soul connection. So this is an opportunity for you to really get more connected to your soul, to your purpose, to the things that you desire in life. Now, my question to you is, how many of you guys have been searching for fire signs? Girl, we on fire signs. We started with fire first. How many of you guys have been searching for your purpose? It's ironic that you ask me what element we're on as I'm making this question. I swear, it's like no coincidence. How many of you guys have been searching for your purpose? So no more soft girl error, me. Okay, so Mo. Okay, just for a moment, Mo. The amount of manifesting power that you have in your life and your ability to connect to spirit is so vast. However, you don't recognize it. You don't see it all the time. As a matter of fact, sometimes you're counterintuitive to what it is that you really desire in life. So they want you to kind of like forget about all the things that you've learned, what success is, and redefine it for yourself. Like for me, success was getting married, right? That was success for me. Oh, having kids was success, because as a kid, as a young person, you know, you get married, you have kids, you have a home, all those. I've obtained all those things. What success did it bring? And you start to realize that these are somebody else's projections onto you. So you got to get into your own mindset. What is success for you? What is success for you? For me, legacy planning, leaving a legacy for my offspring and for my ascendants. That's my goal. My entire life is now focused on enjoying life, enjoying people, enjoying community, enjoying learning, and sharing that knowledge and that's for me. So right now, what your purpose is going to be important for my fire signs. Hello, Isis. What is the purpose that drives you? And is it yours or is it someone else's? Anybody heard the biggest lie of your entire life? Work hard for wealth, right? Have great credit for wealth, right? Work hard and save your money. Those are some fucking lies. They all lies. That's a lie from the pit of hell. My mama would say, from the pit of hell. It really is. Is that Nita Bell? Hey, Nita Bell, how are you, love? With that being said, if those things do not bring you wealth, And that's what you're chasing. You know, when you chasing things, they running from you, right? I just want to put that out there. In order for you to chase, there has to be a runner. Hello, Bianca, right? If I'm chasing it, chasing success. You hear people say that? I'm chasing success. I'm chasing the bag. Well, the bag gonna keep running from you. I was listening to this book yesterday, and it was a love novel. And I like to learn from those just like I like to learn from any other material. But what I like about it is it's a non-invasive way for me to receive information, downloads, and clear my mind. So like in this particular book, hello Ridge Runners, I got an opportunity to see how I was living in the future instead of living in the present. Y'all remember when I told y'all my mama got diagnosed with congestive heart failure? Do y'all remember? It was last year. It was literally about a month ago. I mean, it's been 1 year and maybe 5 days, a year and 5 days, a year and 10 days. Y'all remember how hard that was, right? I disappeared for a really long time. I mean, I still kept my personal sessions. She's doing amazing, by the way. But the reason that I bring this up is because in that moment, the fear of losing her catapulted me into a new reality. A new reality where I expect to lose her. You understand what I'm saying? Where I am so future focused on not if, but when. And it does two things to me. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to also think about the things that you future date, right? It's like writing a check in the future. You can't cash it yet, but you know that one day you'll be able to cash it, right? They don't really take future dated checks, but back in the day, like, you know, I'm kind of dating myself, but back in the day, that used to be a thing. I can't pay for it right now, so I write a future date check and they let me have the merchandise and they go ahead and cash my check in the future. I'm future dating this fear, right? I'm future dating it and I'm living it each day. When I see her, when I listen to her voice, when I send her a text message, my mind goes to the future instead of being present in this moment. Like, she's here right now, laughing and smiling, cutting up, singing. You know what I'm saying? Like, in this moment, she's able to do those things. But some kind of way, that one event stained my brain in such a way that it made me future date my experience with her. And I saw it in this book that I was reading. It's called, I can't remember. It's on Audible, but it's by Kennedy Ryan. It's her newest release. And I'm like, shit. The reason why that's important is because in the present, I have control. I have control over what I do with my time. I have control over what I say out my mouth, what I think about, what I focus on, what I experience. In the future, I can't change it. But all I'm doing is creating dissonance in my brain for the future. Why would I do that? And guess what that does? It grates. It's like a cheese grater. It grates time off your life because you're not being present. The present is your gift. So instead of embracing and enjoying all that is in this moment, I'm grading my future. I'm grading my life, right? And now I'm like 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? What did I do? How did I get here? So, fire signs, you're looking for purpose. It's time for you to start moving forward, right? Allow yourself the space to experience upheaval, change. Stop resisting the change that keeps coming up. Stop trying to work yourself into oblivion. You can't, it's called work for a reason. If you are one of my clients, you know I say this often. It's called work for a reason. The construct, the energy, the matrix of work means that it's always going to be there in the way it's designed. And that's intentional. So if you're focusing on the work or chasing the bag that's running from your ass because you chasing it, instead of saying, no, I'm not going to chase you. I'm going to let you come to me. And you do that by being inspirational, by following your bliss, by being purposeful. What is purposeful? What feels good? What is in this moment? What feels good? What are the things you like? I can tell y'all my favorite thing to do is reading people. I love it. Channeling. I love it. Horoscopes, astrology. I love it. I found my purpose. And in it, it attracts the wealth that I need. If it's 5 readings in a week or if it's 25 readings in a week, it does what it needs to do. I don't have to chase the bag. The bag comes to me. If it's 5 clients, if it's 10 clients, if it's 2 clients, if it's 1, whatever, I decide. Because I get to decide. On the weeks that I don't feel like doing a whole lot, I'll be like, I don't really feel like doing a whole lot. My clients will call me and be like, can we reschedule? I'll be like, absolutely. No harm, no foul. On the weeks that I'm like, okay, Spirit, I want to do a little extra, I'll have people reach out. Do you have any space this week? Absolutely. Who decided? Real quick. Who decided? Big Kev will tell you, because he and I are so in sync when it comes to like scheduling stuff. Some days I'll be like, ooh, I'm tired, and he'll message me and we'll laugh about it. He'll be like, man, I don't know, like feeling what, like he and I laugh about it. Like the ability to communicate telepathically is real. Same with Jennifer. But then sometimes me and her just forget about the fact that we still need rest and we just be cackling. But my point is, like, you decide. There's nothing stopping you. And Mo, I say this to you because I've told you for a long time, you have the power to influence people. You are truly an influencer. What does your brand stand for? Who are you? Who do you want to be in this moment? And how do you let that shine? Love, that's for you. Now it's time for planning. Shit then fell apart, right? Because we over here working hard. And you don't want it to be a situation where you don't work so hard that your physical body then fell apart. And now you're trying to put the pieces back together. You don't want that. And it's so interesting because at the beginning of the readings, before I started, I pulled the devil in reverse. So that addictive behavior, workaholic, is also part of the addictive behavior. You get to decide. You get to do something different. So what's happening is you're moving from this state, and this is for my fire signs. You're literally moving from a state of overworking, overdoing yourself. Please check your sun, moon, and risings. Where is Marley? She needs to slow her ass down too, because I can feel that for her as well. Slow down, because work is going to be there. Now, if you have a lot of debt, you know what I mean? Like you spend a lot of money, that's also okay. Be okay with spending money and start speaking the language of the universe. The more I spend, the more I get. And I don't got to work hard for it. You can do that. Fire signs. And I've only done one. I started at 6:20. You can speak that language to the universe and the universe will respond. The universe is responding to you. Not to me for you. Not for you for me. Not to you for me. For me for me. Right? That's a real thing. Come on, let's get a mantra. I gotta get one of these first. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, give me a sisterhood seer for my fire signs before we move on to a mantra. Now that I have more people in, how do y'all feel about pick a card? Tell me you can put a Y or a no. Would y'all go to my YouTube and watch my pick a cards if I started offering them on YouTube? Y or N? Okay. So I need to get busy What's a pick a card? It's where they have like the different piles, and then you select the pile, and then you listen to the reading for that pile, because that's the one your intuit kind of like connected you to. So it's not live, but it's like pre-recorded. Okay. One card from my fire sign. I have been having a lot of synchronicity. That's awesome. Lorraine, hello. Oh my God. What was we just talking about, y'all? Some people use stones. Yeah, they do. Some people do. I have a lot of crystals. I mean, I haven't really decided how I want to like put it all together. Hey, Miss Darcy. But I do know I want to put it together. Okay, so the card is reality mirrors you. Isn't that exactly what we were just talking about? Like, my cards be ear hustling like Siri. The same way she be listening is the same way my cards be listening. I'm trying to tell you. How are you, love? Reality mirrors you.
I can use ChatGPT to answer that. You can enable ChatGPT on your Mac.
See what I'm saying? No, Siri.
I can use ChatGPT to answer that. You can enable ChatGPT on your Mac.
Oh, God. I don't want your help right now.
Okay, I won't.
So what I'm really picking up more than anything is the reflection that you're experiencing is based on your perception, what you see. What you see. I was watching this video. I know, right? So that's how my cards be. I was watching this video, and I think this is so important. It was two women. It was a black woman and it was a white woman. And it was an artist. The artist drew the women. And what happened was the women had time to like mingle with each other before he drew them. And so he drew each one of them from their own perspective, right? And so each woman he drew first described herself. And why this was so impactful was because the women, as they described themselves, they pointed out each character flaw that they felt like they had. They talked about how big their face was, or how long their jaw was, or how much wrinkles they had, or, you know, all of the things that they pick apart. Why is that important? Because your reality is mirrored by what you see. Can you imagine every day you have this beautiful vessel that the universe gave you, and all you could see is flaws? It's like towards the end of a relationship, when we're in the end stage of a relationship, all we see is the flaws. That's really what makes the relationship end most often, is because we can no longer see anything good in the relationship, or we tend to pick on or fixate on the thing that is wrong. You don't clean up. You don't clean up after yourself. You don't wash your ass. You don't pay no bills. You're not paying enough bills. You don't work enough. You don't help me in the house. You don't help me with these kids. Like, you hyper fixate on what's wrong. And that actually magnifies more of the same. But nobody ever taught us that. Nobody ever said, you have what you see. You see what you have. You have what you see because you see what you, and it's you. And it's like, well, if it's me, then how come I was this? How come this happened to me? How come that happened to me? Listen, I don't have all the answers. I don't. I can only give you what I believe. I believe that we rack up a certain amount of karmic energy and we come to this planet in an incarnation and we choose. And some people say, I would never choose that. That's why we forget. Because we would never really choose that shit if we knew what it was really going to be. Like, can you imagine remembering that you signed up to do this particular work and then be like, nah, fam, when the rubber meets the road, you like, I'm backing out. Nobody would ever expand because of the fear, because of the pain, because of the suffering that comes along. Darcy, the book for you is The Seat of the Soul, sweetheart. I want you to put it on Audible. Seat of the Soul. If somebody would have told me that in order for me to love myself, I was going to have to love this man that was 2 inches taller than me. When I love tall men, I was going to love a man that was 2 inches taller than me. And he was going to be a big hoe cake in these streets and fuck every bitch. Excuse me, TikTok. This nigga had like 5 bitches. Sometimes 6. Right? And that I was going to give him money and help him with his bills and neglect my credit and neglect me and gain weight. Like, if anybody would have told me that, I'd have been like, no, I'm going to skip that chapter. I forfeit this mission. I'm done. If anybody would have told me that that's what it was going to take. But that's not what it felt like when I met him. He vibed with me. We chatted. We had great conversation. And he opened up things in me that I didn't know I had. Like, I found out that I actually do enjoy intimacy. Because before I used to repel. Like, before him, I thought intimacy was just smashing. But it took that relationship for me to understand so many layers of myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's you don't sign up for the easy mission. That's why sometimes you don't even remember. We can't remember. If you knew having a baby was going to tear you up the way it did and stretch you out, and make things come out of you the way, even though you know it, you don't know what it feel like until you in it, and you like, hell no. And what do every woman say when she have her first baby? I ain't doing this again, right? And then that baby pop out, and you be like, oh my God, I love you. You're so sweet. You're so perfect, right? And then 5 years later, you like back in that position. And then you be like, I told myself I wasn't going to do it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's real life. We do that. But on the other side, right? On the other side. Because let me tell you, if it was uncomfortable getting pregnant, y'all wouldn't do it. If smashing was like painful and disgusting and like, ugh, y'all be like, I'm not doing it. But y'all like it. Y'all enjoy how it makes you feel. You enjoy the bliss of it, right? The connectivity of it. The escape of it. The high of it. The feeling that somebody sees you and wants you and desires you. It feels good on the inside. Because sometimes we haven't cultivated that in ourselves. That's the part. And when we do, right? When we do start to love on ourselves, just a little bit, look in that mirror and be like, oh yeah, you know, I ain't so bad. Oh yeah, you know what? I do look good. Oh yeah, I do have a good heart. Oh, what's a good heart? Oh, I do overgive. Let me read that back. Those are the lessons that you extract from the pain, from those situations that you weren't expecting, because they started off one way and then they ended up being something different. But if you can give birth to the brand new thing, it's worth it. Your reality mirrors you, babes. It's you. Now, a 21 breaks down to a number 3. And 3s are about creativity. By the way, you got the biggest 3, the 3 of Wands. It's time to take action. 21 says, essential meaning growth. Reality mirrors you. You've got this. Paying attention to your vibrational frequency. Sharing your heart with those you trust. A big breakthrough is about to happen. I know that. I told him. We told him already. Focus on achieving this breakthrough easily by first seeing it going well in your mind's eye. Anybody who coaches with me knows wholeheartedly how I manifested my transitions at work, right? In my corporate world, even with my business, I don't go begging for people to book me for a session. Hey, Vera Montez, I rarely put sales on. People value what I offer at the cost that I charge. And when I'm ready, I just send it to the universe. Okay, universe, this is what I need. This is what I got going on this week. Can you provide? And the universe does it. You understand what I'm saying? I will market from time to time. I got about 3 slots available. You know what I'm saying? You want to hop in, go ahead and book on my website. I do that. But the truth of the matter is, most corporations are marketing to you every day. How many times do you see the damn TikTok shop pop up on your For You page with that Feeling Me Girl waist trainer? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm getting it, I know y'all getting it. She snatches it in. She's like, I'm 305. Click the link. Homegirl know how to market. I'm just saying. Trust that you can leap from A to B just as easily as you can make a cup of coffee. Could it be that simple? The answer is yes, but only if you believe it. Don't let any past experiences or naysayers get in the way of this breakthrough. If need be, fire signs, are you listening to me? Don't let nobody get in your head about what you can and cannot do. Stop telling your dreams to people who don't value themselves. Because how they gonna value your dream if they don't value them? Stop telling your dreams to people who are chronically depressed. Because vibrationally they cannot be happy for you. Because they're not happy for themselves. Okay? Period. The answer is yes, only if you can believe. The only thing that's stopping you from having is your belief. Damn. So I'm the problem? Don't get in that kind of mindset. No. So I'm the solution? Yes, you are, sis. You're the solution. Let's do something about it. What can I resolve? Remain silent about what you're hoping to accomplish. If need be, remain silent about what you are hoping to accomplish, receive, or do. Stop telling people your business. Or alternatively, only share your heartfelt inner truth with those who are rooting for you just as much as they are rooting for themselves. I literally just told y'all that. The universe aligns us with the message that we need in that moment. And from what it feels like, you guys are leaving behind some things, maybe some people. Maybe that need to overwork, the need to chase the bag and instead attract the bag. You are on the cusp of meaningful change. Hold steady and stay the course, because life is about to move you in an exceptionally beautiful way. I am excited for that. I am so excited for what is now and what is to come. Instead of future shaving life off my future, hey Jessie May, loving me more, how are you, sweetheart? I'm going to give myself life. You know, one of the things that I like to do for myself now is, y'all see my face? Like, you see how it's like shining up here and shit? Like, let me tell you how I achieved that look. Hello, Napper. Let me tell you how I achieved that look. 2 things. This is a very simple process. I get in the mirror and I tell myself, good morning, beautiful. Grand rising, look at us. We looking good today. I talk to my belly. I'll be like, oh my God. We is really losing this weight. This stuff is falling off and we're healthy, right? I'm very intentional. We're healthy. And then I do my morning routine some days, not every single day. I'm not that girl. I'm not going to be doing no 10-step process 5 days. Who got time for that? I don't want to use my energy for that. I'm just be honest. I'm a recovering tomboy. I got on some gym shorts right now. So, I put on some glycemic acid, glycolic acid. I put a little glycolic acid on, and I put on a little vitamin C, and I put on some blush. I line my lips, and I put a little lipstick on. No foundation, no contouring, none of that. I don't have time for that shit. When L is up, or maybe on another day, I can fit, because I don't have to worry about makeup getting everywhere. I just got on some blush. My cheeks are cute. And this is the most important piece. Look at us aging in reverse. Look at us aging in reverse. Our skin looks so good. We're aging in reverse. Like, we look like we're in our 20s and 30s. Gosh, we are this is what I say to myself on a daily basis. I'm 50 years old. And I'm proud. I'm proud of my skin. I'm proud of my look. I love what I see when I look in the mirror with or without any makeup. Why? Because I met that guy who was 2 inches taller than me, who taught me how to enjoy intimacy, and who played in my face. He showed me what love wasn't by not loving me properly, because I was not loving me properly. I'm grateful for him. He did what he needed to do to help me elevate. Period. You too, Miss Jennifer. Reflections, y'all. We reflect to each other. You were cute. I appreciate you. I'm just saying, this is how I speak life into me. And if y'all know, if you know, you know, I put you in that mirror because I believe in the mirror. And I know it's hard sometimes because it was hard for me. I want to show y'all a picture of me when I first started working at this company. Let's see. When I first started working here, y'all see my picture? This is my government name. This is my picture. You see it? That was 5 years ago. When I took that picture and I looked at myself, I cried because I was like, I am so ugly. That was my mindset. I know I wasn't ugly now, but that was my mindset then. 5 years later. And the locks is locking. Y'all see how long they there got? And I done cut them twice. But all I'm saying is, what you see is based on you. You understand? When I shifted, and I was still with him then, and he used to tell me all the time, you're so beautiful, blah, 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 blah. I didn't see it. And that's why sometimes we don't, no matter how many times I could be telling you, you're successful. You may want to hear it from me, but until you accept it as true, you don't see it. I got people who be resisting me to this day. I ain't gonna say their name, but they know I love them. Because I can see. I truly do. I see the best in you. That is my gift. And I love it. I can see aspects of you that you haven't seen in yourself. And all I want to help you do is remember how to get there. See this tower? That's what that's for. So you can release that shit. Break it down. Baby, be inspired. We got 333 if you seeing them here. That's all I'm saying. You are on the cusp of a meaningful change. Hold steady and stay the course, because life is about to move you in unexpected, beautiful ways, like a leaf that gently flows down a river so that you too can break through, feel peaceful. It is up to you to flow with these energies and use this time to expand via this breakthrough. Stay awake and alert so you don't fall back into your old way of doing things. And if you have been living out an old story or pattern, get ready, because you're about to script a new reality for yourself. Period. Who we doing next? Who we doing next? Air signs, let's go. Air signs, let's go. Come on, air signs. They was ready. We got some earth. Was that worth? Earth? No, that was fire. Fire went first. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, collective energy for my air signs. What is it that they need to hear most in this moment? Thank you. I keep hearing my microwave. Okay, Libra in the house. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Give me 3 cards. All right. You see that? Look. We got 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get into it. That's my tea. I was supposed to have one and got it, but I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like getting up. I should go get up and get my tea. Whew. The Hierophant in reverse. Some of you guys are having some rebellious thoughts, energy. Some of you guys are extremely stubborn, or you just not, you're literally saying to yourself, like, you're pushing against resistance or pushing against, like patterns or traditions or institutions. What do I mean? Like, some of you guys could be fighting against certain belief systems, religious systems, marital systems. You could be like in conflict to maybe the way some societal norms are happening, and you're like, no, I'm not taking this anymore. Some of you guys could be activists for something. Some of you guys could be resisting like knowledge or wisdom, like in a pattern. Some of you guys are like, I'm not dealing with the status quo. So if you are a life path number 5, number 5s typically have this Hierophant energy because it's meant to break down like traditions. It's like, no, everything's that 4s, number 4s build up, 5s tear down. They're like, we're not doing this. We're not dealing with this. This energy is not for us. It also could mean that I'm not paying attention to my spirit team or my guides. So if you have been feeling very disconnected from source, which you're never disconnected, but sometimes that happens, right? Sometimes we're in an experience or we feel things and we're like, gosh, God, you're not hearing us, or source, you're not hearing us. I feel so disconnected. That could also be this Hierophant energy, right? Sometimes when you feel like things are prolonged or you're resisting the way, like, for instance, when I was transitioning from one career path to another career path, I had a really hard time resisting offers from banks because I had worked in banks for so long. Like, all of my resume was like financial experience, and I didn't want to go back into a bank. Like, the last one that I worked for really was like, I'm done. Like, I'm good. And yet when I went to apply for jobs, or when I was on Indeed, that's who was contacting me. And I'm like, God, what else is out there, right? Who's going to pay me? That's the thing. And it could just be a mindset. That could also be something that's showing up for you. The old systems that have kind of played in your face or played in your mind, right? That is also showing up with this 5 energy. 5 is about change. It's about the challenges that we experience in life, but more importantly, it's also about the freedom that we desire to have in our lives. So sometimes the challenge is, how do I get from this belief system, this pattern, this societal norm, this religious norm, this programming, into a free mindset? And that's where you're stuck, right? You can't see how that is in this moment. With this 2 of Swords, it's telling you it could go either way. What do you want to do? It's on you. Hello, Alessandra. How are you, love? This is you literally in your mind. What am I going to do? Well, maybe let me just go ahead and go back to the thing that I know because I know it. And that can also be inner relationships, especially marriages. If some of you guys, thank you, Spirit. If some of you guys were on the fence about, should you stay in this relationship long term or should you let it go? I could see how that could be a problem for you, especially with this reversal here. Some of you are like, I can do this by myself. And it's true, you can. But you can also see things from another way. Now, some of you guys could be feeling like whatever, and I'm getting strong relationship energy from my air signs here. Some of you guys may feel smothered in your connections and even in your working environments. Smothered in the sense of like you feel like people are overbearing, kind of like constantly watching, micromanaging, always in your business kind of energy. That's what I'm feeling with the Queen of Pentacles. She's someone who is secure, someone who understands. But right now, you don't feel that security with this reversal. As a matter of fact, in this energy that you're currently in, trying to decide this devil kind of energy, which is what we started with, the devil in reverse, what are you letting go of? Some of you guys could be taking a plunge and saying, hey, I'm letting go of all of the materialistic beliefs that I have. Maybe it's an over-consuming attitude. It could even be it's time for you to have conflict, or you might be having conflict in a, like at home, or yeah, at home or at work, where you feel comfortable, where you, because your pentacles are about, they represent your day-to-day life, your finances, your belief, not your beliefs, but your home life, your work life, the creature comforts. I'm tongue-tied today, y'all. Let me drink some water. Some of you guys might be feeling like you have a lack of financial independence, or you might be wondering if your independence or your financial independence or financial stability will come back. You could have, some of you guys could have attracted somebody who is very stalkerish. Somebody who is like all in your, like I said, all in your business, like constantly in your space or constantly wanting to be in your space. I'm going to pull a little bit more on that Queen of Pentacles. I want to know about this stalker energy, or this, give me more on this Queen of Pentacles, Holy Spirit, angels. For my air signs, what is this? Thank you. Okay, so it's interesting because it looks like you want to leave a situation and really just kind of care for yourself. That's the energy that I'm getting. You're trying to make it. It looks like you're trying to make a decision on whether you should leave or stay a situation. There's a strong Gemini energy present here. And some of you guys could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus energy, Capricorn energy, Virgo energy. All three of them holes is here. Some of you guys could have it could also have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo in your big three. So there could also be something in the message for you. I'm sorry. Is the Virgo? I do feel like, again, this is you wanting to learn, or this is you building your own independence. This is you saying you want to have a comfortable life. Candy said you have all three. Not one. Not two, but all three. Okay, sorry. My mind went to Kanye. For some of you guys, okay, so I'm going to say this as clean as I can. Spirit is inviting you on an experience, and you can do this one or two ways. But how they're going to indicate this to you is like when you're out and about, you're going to see mushrooms. So you know how like the wild mushrooms kind of show up in the front yard, and you'll see like the big ones there. That's going to be an indicator, because it's not for everybody. But when I say an inward adventure, this is you spending that time, that solitude. So this is calling in that hermit energy. That's also Virgo energy, that hermit energy, to kind of go inward. Spend that time inward. Some of you may actually use plant medicine to get there. That's also okay. But it's not going to be for everyone. So if you're starting to see like mushrooms, or if you see them growing, not the kind you in the grocery store, you're like, oh shit, it's a mushroom. No, these will legitimately be in the neighborhood, or on trees, or like that's how you know that's the part of the message that you're supposed to extract, literally extract. I did over the weekend on a tree, and it was huge. Oh wow. Well, boom, there you go. This is a time for you to really go inward. If that is your sign, the sign for you to go inward, to really dive deeper into who you are as a being. Not all of what you, ooh, thank you, Spirit. Oh shit, this is wild. Not all of what society has said you are, a mother, a father, a sister, a cousin, like all of those names. This is an opportunity for you to literally detach from all of that. Detach from all of the levels, the labels. I'm a college graduate. I didn't go to college. I got my like detach from all of it. I'm a wife. Like detach from the names. This is you really oh my God. This is you really getting into the essence of you. I don't know who like they're showing me like an inner tube right now. Like if you go swimming and you get into the inner, you jump in the inner tube. You know what I'm talking about? And it's supposed to help you kind of stay afloat. But I see you guys like plunging deeper, and I can see these bubbles of water. You're going in to know yourself, right? Because water, wow, water holds memory, guys. And the thing about it is like you're literally getting ready to like release all of that. And you get a chance to do it when on your terms, instead of having to go through something traumatic like a stroke or a heart attack, but mostly a stroke. I literally just wrote a whole monologue about detaching from everything. Wow. It's here. At first I wasn't like understanding it because the independence piece, but it makes so much sense because the 5 is about all of the things, all of the systems, right? And it's the freedom. It's the I'm tired. Like I need to let go of sometimes you don't know who you are because you keep retelling yourself the story of what everyone else has told you are, if that makes sense. So I remember most of my memories from younger come from what people have told me. I don't remember that shit. So the moment I detach from it, it doesn't exist for me anymore. You understand? It doesn't exist for me. So, and it's funny because they keep bringing me back to this part of the movie in Mean Girls where I forget her name, but the redhead girl, sometimes she's been troubled in like with stuff, but she's the little redhead girl. She started in the business young. Lindsay Lohan, yes, her. Somebody said it and I heard it. Thank you for bringing that in. I don't know who it was, but I appreciate you because I heard you tell me and I got it. I appreciate you. So yeah, Lindsay Lohan, she got this crush on this guy. She wanted to be accepted. They kept calling her like this African freak because she had lived in Africa. She grew up detached from the world or the societies. Yes, she grew up detached, but when she moved and integrated into those societies, she wanted to become accustomed to those same things that everyone else was doing. So she had her crush and blah, blah, blah. And she started to dumb herself down. She started to water her brain down and act like she wasn't as smart as she was in the movie because she had a crush on a guy who wasn't on her level because he wasn't smart like she was. He was, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. She wanted to dumb herself down. And her teacher like, what are you doing? You did all the math right and then you did the number wrong. Why? Because homeboy is in tutorials and you want to be in tutorials with him. But he ain't on your level. I'm trying to tell you. You understand? And in the movie, she says, the limit does not exist. It was one day in class. She was on this, she was in a competition. And she was judging one of the girls and blah, blah, blah. And she says it out loud. The limit does not exist. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this matrix. They play in our face. Who is they? The powers that be. Who is the fucking powers that be? The individuals, the energies that decide who get to have and who don't get to have. And what I mean by that is the access to information. Now it's open. We all got access. We can choose. We can choose what access. When you think about it, the only thing that stops you is your limiting belief. The limit does not exist. So this freedom, this independence that you're seeking is right here for you as you shed these layers, literally shedding layers. That's the decision. That is what you have to decide. Air signs, are you ready to shed the layers? Are you ready to shed the layers? Like literally, it's that simple. Nines are about completion. The Nine of Pentacles is like, yo, you're going to be satisfied because you realize in that moment that you have everything that you need. This is somebody who is refined and prosperous and happy and comfortable, independent, outside of the constraints of what everyone else has said for you. Let me get you guys a sisterhood seer. Holy Spirit, angels and guides. Holy Spirit, angels and guides. Holy Spirit, angels and guides. For my air signs. I hope that message makes sense. I met a really great guy, but I'm scared I'll lose my newfound independence. Does that mean that you're afraid that you're going to give away your newfound independence? I don't know if you like love novels, but I want you to go on Audible and I want you to listen to this book by Kennedy Ryan. Okay? She is an amazing author. Like, she's inspiring me to really get busy. Like, the amount of energy and talent that she put in this last book. And this is about a woman who was independent, who went through, life as building her confidence, building her brand, right? You get to decide what you say yes to and what you say no to. And she went her whole life saying no to the guys that were not on her level. So if this person is on your level, they're not going to want to take anything from you. As a matter of fact, they'll want to give to you. And that's how you can tell. Like, if this thing is extracting pieces of me and I find myself surrendering the good in me, it's probably not a match. Because I have discernment and you have intuition. You don't have to give that away. I'm just saying. The book is called... Hold on, let me tell you. The book is called... Hold on, let me tell you. The book is called Can't Get Enough. Can't Get Enough, Kennedy Ryan. Just listen to it. It's a long book. I listened to it in one day. Somebody's dealing with issues with their allergies. Like, okay, so as one of my gifts is when y'all are dealing with shit, I can feel it in my physical body. Right ear. Yeah. And they're telling me, the person with the itchy ear, there's a saying that when your ear is doing that someone's talking about you. And the truth of the matter is, yes, they are. Like, you have this inkling that somebody is, like, not your friend. It's a true statement. Can't Get Enough. Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. That person that you're thinking is not your friend, they're really not your friend. Like, release them in love. You don't need more proof, right? It went away. The itching ear, it went away. So just know that when you release them in love, you make room for people that actually do mean well by you. And you don't have to go back to the source and say, well, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do that? Nah, you already know what it is, right? You already know what it is. So let it go. You understand? Holy Spirit, angels and guides. Big Mama Mo. Hey, KK. I just finished air signs, baby. Well, I got one more card. Maybe this is exactly what you needed to hear. How's mom? How's mom today? You know what my mama say to me every day? How are you doing, my billionaire daughter? Like every day she says that to me, every single day. How are you, my billionaire daughter? I could never fathom that before. Like, I remember when I first started, I used to call myself like when I first started upgrading, I was like, okay, I'm a 6-figure nigga. Like, okay, that's what I said. That was my saying. I'm a 6-figure nigga. And you could judge me by my talk or whatever. I really don't care. But I started to say that to myself. And guess what? I'ma just pay. Clock it. Now I started calling myself a millionaire. Right? You get one level, you go up. Period. And my mama upgraded my thinking to billionaire daughter, my billionaire. So in order for me to be her billionaire daughter, that means she got billions too, right? Because it's generational. I love you, Denise. I love you. 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 I do. I really do. I really, really do. You have so, oh my God. And your people been coming in to me like for a minute. Like the way you connect to my spirit is like amazing. And I be getting so excited. So I started calling myself millionaire. It's not a matter of if. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I have seen the universe work for me. And it reminds me of the scripture. God, what is that scripture? Because you have set your blessings upon me. I want to say it's Psalms. And that's the thing. When scriptures say you know a tree by the fruit that it bears. You understand what I'm saying? Because I have seen the fruit of the universe. The universe has shown me, has allowed me to, and I'm not over here, I don't do all that journaling and shit. I don't feel like it. Now, I probably could manifest faster, but my third eye worked just fine. Just fine. You understand? Just fine. I put it here. And I see things there. That's actually how I connect to y'all. When I go into like that meditative space, when I do those like full channeled messages, it's all here. And I can see it. I see like Jennifer's angels, or like when Tanae was moving, I had no idea. She didn't even tell me. And I just see it, South Carolina. Like those are the things, when you can allow yourself to tap into this space, it opens for you. And I want you guys to practice that because you're so powerful. We would not be connected if y'all wasn't. I'm going to just say that because I attract intuitives. It's just part of who I am. I attract intuitives. I attract powerful people who haven't always remembered how powerful they are, but I am here to help you remember. That is my purpose on this planet. What is yours? Billionaire status. Yes. My mama every single day. Every day. What you make happen for somebody, the universe makes happen for you. Every day she says that to me. In your mind's eye, see it. It's a lot of zeros. It's a lot of zeros. Think about the biggest amount of zeros you've ever seen at one time. Y'all, one time I had told the universe I had wanted like a grip. I was like, and to me it was a grip. I was like, I want this 10,000. Do you know the universe was like, I do you one better, 10,001. I was like, oh shit. Okay. There's no restrictions. You have your interview this morning. If you want it, you got it. Ask the right questions to make sure it aligns with you. Hello, Gwyneth. Is it time for you to focus on self-care? Remember I told you to detach from everything? This is one of my favorite cards because I love this panda. Panda. Amanda Panda. Focus on self-care. It's a number 17. 17s break down to the number 8, which is aspiration, fairness, honesty. This is also about balance. It's Libra energy. Thank you. Comfort, security, control, oppression, resentment, and friction. Because there's always a shadow to the light. There's been a lot of 17s lately. I agree. I've been seeing a lot of 17s as well. Focus on self-care, nourishment, healing, healthy foods, focusing on being at home and comfortable in your own skin. That's what this card said. Self-care. I mean, well, there you go. And they're still showing me the mushrooms. My pleasure. Thank you for being here, love. Look at that. It says, take a deep breath in and release it. Feel better. This is a reminder to treat yourself with great respect, care, and loving compassion. That means you're not in the mirror talking about yourself. You be like, oh, I'm too big, I'm too ugly, I'm not. No, we're not doing that. That's outdated. We left that in the 1900s. We're in the 2000s. This is the time that we give goodness to ourselves. I'm good to me. He's good to me. She's good to me. We're good to each other. You understand? Slow down and see what you can release so that you can schedule time for more self-care. What did we talk about? Letting go of all of the things that you are already attracted to. Didn't I tell you? They be listening. It says, this may seem like a very simple thing to do, but the act of making time for yourself activates sacred reverence between you and life. Gosh, what did that girl tell me? I am too busy for my life. I talked to a young lady yesterday, and I kept telling her, you need to take time for yourself. Even if it's 5 minutes in the morning, you got to give to you, because guess what? When you ain't on this planet, this is a real thing. When you're not on this planet, life continues to live. The people who love you, yeah, they miss you. They grieve you. You know how long it takes for them to fully start functioning after you gone? 3 years. That's the closest ones to you, like your kids and your partner. Your coworkers, you gone 6 months later, they back to their routine. 3 days later, they back to their routine. Let me tell you, if you don't care about you, who else gonna do it? Fuck a legacy. What you gonna leave behind? You can't come back. You will never get another opportunity in this body. So enjoy it. Release what you don't need. You might have another body, but you gotta incarnate into one. And if you like me, I told the universe, like, yo, this is it. This is my last time on earth in a human body, y'all. I'm done. I'm way too sensitive for the feelings that come along with it. And I'm like, I love y'all. I do. I'll be somebody's angel. I'll be fighting battles that way or something, but I ain't doing this again. And I knew I wasn't when I was a kid, because I remember telling my mama about Revelations. I'm like, I'm not doing this again. Like, I feel like this is my last time. As a kid, I remember telling my mother, I feel like this is my last time on earth in this way, before I even knew this life. Wow. And I think that's why I'm savoring it so much. Wow. In this moment, I'm getting clarity about my own self. Like, I'm about to cry here. I have never loved Earth as much as I do now, and humans. And when they're cruel, I can see past their cruelty, and I'm like, damn, you're just hurting. Like, I could feel the gut, like, in my gut. And it's like, when you release the need and the expectation, it allows your heart to truly open. And you all are part of my life and my existence, my reality. And you're supposed to do great things too. All of you. All of you. Like, there's no difference between me and you. And I expect nothing less from you than what the universe has put in my heart and let me see for you. Let me go. Let me get on here. It says, rest and nourishment are the fuel that you need in order to move through your life at a pace that is both sustainable and enjoyable. Thank you. Likewise. Minimize any tech distractions that keep you alert and vigilant about things that you cannot control. You know what that means? Stop watching all this social media, all of this doom and gloom social media, the ones that stop you and show you the tragedy of the little kid, because that tears at your heart space and it is not healing. As a matter of fact, it is destroying you if you're not conscious. You know, even if it means you're advocating, you feel like you're advocating for a social class or whatever, detach from that shit. That's an agreement that tethers you to that thing. You don't want that, right? The empathy that you can have for a person, you can have it without consciously connecting to it and experiencing in your body and making it part of your memories. Like, you ain't got to do that. So some of you guys really do need to take a tech break. Like, get off of social media. Come watch me though. But get off of social media. No, seriously. Even me. Like, even if it's disconnecting from me, your voice should be loud. That should be your number one. You should hear your voice so loud and so clear because your soul is guiding you. It is directly connected with all that is. You understand? Hey, Trish, it's been a while. And when you do, you quiet all the noise. You know how you have all those ruminating thoughts? That's the calm. It brings that down because you're detaching from all of these realities. You understand? It says, make time for nature. Focus on being around people who you actually enjoy being with. And if you feel overwhelmed, streamline and let go of any superfluous things. Superfluous. I don't know what that word means, but I'm gonna have to Google it. Superfluous things that are adding energetic and physical clutter in your home and mind. Also, focus on getting quality sleep by going phone and caffeine free before bed. Get off your phone about 30 minutes to an hour before you actually lay down. Turn your TV off and rest. Hi, Megan. Literally, just doing those things will shift. Put you on some Hertz music or some sound bowls. Just play them in the background. Breathe like 5 good times in and out. And baby, you was gonna sleep good all night. I'm trying to tell you. Those type of breaths. In and releasing. One of my clients, Big Kev, told me he was having a moment. He wasn't feeling well. And he actually went and did a body scan. Like, he went into a meditative state and got his mind and his body to start to align with healing. He was inhaling and releasing. Now, that's not something that he used to do before we started working together. And it's a simple thing. That didn't cost shit. It didn't cost nothing. But he did the breathing and he released it. That is a healing energy. That's a healing energy. Last but not least, this card also comes to remind you. Oh, wait. Not last but not least. Use your sleep to rest your body and replenish your consciousness. And always ask for help if you need it. Because that's another thing. Our hyper independence, which that independent card can sometimes lead us to say, I don't feel like anybody gonna help me. I don't have nobody on my team. This person, I can't count on nobody. And then next thing you know, you never ask for help. I mean, that even includes your angels and your guides. Ask for help. Sometimes I need help. In my big old age, I was scared to be in a house by myself. And I asked for help. I told my auntie, I was like, will you please come sleep with me? She transitioned. She was on the other side when I asked her. But I was like, I just needed her. I was like, will you please come in and sleep with me? And I went right to sleep. And I had such good sleep. I had such good peace. So you can ask for divine help. You can ask for physical help. It's okay. And if the person that you ask don't have the capacity, that's also okay. We're not going to get angry at them. We're not going to mistreat them. If they don't have the capacity, we're going to tell the universe, fill their cup up too. Because guess what? If they can't help me and I've been helping them, universe, give them something in their cup. It's okay. We're not going to take it personal. Hello, Gloria. We're not going to take it personal. We just going to be like, okay, that's what you needed to do. Cool. Universe, send them something. Likewise, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Last but not least, this card also comes to remind you that your true self is unique and inherently worthy. Just in case you didn't hear that, your true self is unique and inherently worthy. If you've never looked at the bottom of my stuff, my slogan says, hi, I am Eve the Empath, your spiritual transformational specialist. I am here to affirm your inherent value. I say that every morning when I get on. I am here to affirm your inherent value. I just had a YouTube notification and it was titled, This Found You, Angel. Hope you have a good, help you do too. Thank you, Megan. The reason I say that is because that is the intention that I set. I was betrayed. How do I get over it? By releasing it. It's just that simple. How can I reframe that? This person taught me how to trust my intuition. This person taught me how to trust myself. This person taught me how to be more open with myself, or to fulfill some of my own needs, or to value my own company, or to be honest with myself. When you started to have those inklings and those feelings, and you went to that person and you decided to address them and they lied to you some more. But wait, I don't need to come back to you for you to give me more lies. How about, I'll see you later. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time in my life. Send them off well and make room for better. That's how I would do it. That's how I've done it. Now, this affirmation for you is, it is easy for me to take care of myself, air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It is easy for me to take care of myself. Sun, Moon, Rising. Come on, let's go. Who we doing next? Water and Earth is left. Water and Earth are left. Water signs, let's go. Hey, Amber. Them Earth signs going last, Isis. Water signs, let's go. Hey, Kat. Alma Vega, welcome. It's so good to see y'all. All right, first card out the deck kind of flew out for you guys. Okay, the world coming in with the patterns. Okay, I see you. I see you. Right now is a time for... Well, I think they wanted to give y'all these additional cards. So we're just going to take them as they come. We got a lot of fire energy in your reading. As a matter of fact, some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius, because there's a lot of Sagittarius, or we could be dealing with your Jupiter placements. So Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, check those placements for yourself, because I do see success, but what the success feels like is that you're overcoming some things. What does that feel like? So some of you guys, what you're overcoming or what you've been experiencing right now is a lack of trust or frustration. But this card lets me know that you're about to see some big wins in your life, and I really love that for you. We also end with a King of Wands, which is a very powerful, authoritative type of energy. So where you may have felt disempowered, or where you may have felt like you're very scattered in your life, water signs, I see you being empowered, being able to take control, authority over your life, over your situation, over and actually give out commands, right? So if you think about the court, the king's rule is the final rule, right? So this is you ruling your life. This is giving very much emperor energy. This is strong, confident, I don't need nobody to tell me what to do because I can handle my own. This could also be a sign that you're about to take that plunge to move into your own business, to step out into your own business. And you, that pain in the ass. You funny. Thank you, Miss Sue. I love you. Unapologetically bullheaded. Hello. So this energy here, again, we got some fives here. So some of you guys, y'all looking for freedom. Y'all are dealing with challenges, especially with communication and action. Some of you guys may feel kind of stagnant in the way you believe or in the way you show up for yourself and in your, this feels like kind of like career energy. Some of you guys, some of you guys are, you talk about the Sag is stubborn. Some of you guys are stubborn. Scorpios. Water signs. Scorpio energy is very stubborn. Okay. Very stubborn. And I do feel like some of you guys feel like you have to kind of defend yourself all the time. But the true question is, if you feel like you have to defend yourself all the time, then how did you attract that energy in your life? Right? And I think that's why the King of Wands is here. It's really here to show you how to show up for yourself in a way that's going to be fruitful, how you take your power back. Because the Emperor can sometimes give away its power, which the King of Wands can too. But the King of Wands' energy is a little bit different when it's disempowered. It's narcissistic. This place, in this placement, in this space, and they're showing me like dragons and lions, like this fire, like this powerful fire energy. What I'm feeling like, this is you starting to wake up into the leader, the visionary for your life, right? This is you. I told you, entrepreneurship. I felt like some of you guys could be stepping into a new business, your own business, saying like, you don't have to take certain behaviors. You don't have to align with certain companies. It's so funny because even an employer that you could potentially be working for now, you may actually end up doing like work for them, but as a contractor or for your own self. So this energy feels like you could be a consultant or Jennifer. I forgot you were even on here. It's so funny how that shit kind of show up, but when you know, you know. But my point is, like, some of you guys could be doing like some sort of work, like consulting work for them. I was thinking about getting a consult or a side hustle. It's giving like, it's giving more like I own it. So again, they're showing me people who are able to like consult. Consulting is definitely coming up. It keeps coming up, consulting. And so maybe you have a gift or a specialty or a niche that you know about, and it's your way to create your own stream of income by consulting to other big firms. And the thing about it is you get to choose your price. I'm hearing 10,000 a contract, 12,000 a contract. So you can kind of set the tone, and it makes a big difference. I guess so, because I heard contract. Now, for some of you guys, there could be some disagreements on how that shows up. So you could be going back and forth with a person or a business, like maybe negotiation. Sometimes when we see like conflict, it's negotiations because two sides don't agree, especially if you're dealing, like you said, with governments or if you're dealing with unions, right? Also, if you're setting yourself as a consultant, sometimes people may want to lowball you or whatever, but this is, again, you know your worth. With this King of Wands energy, I know my worth. I know my value. So I do see success coming in for you guys. Again, some of you guys could be in competition, but I do see you being the winner. So if there's multiple bids, even if you're buying a house, because they're showing me multiple bids. So if you're buying a house or you plan to buy a house and there's a lot of people bidding for the same house, you still kind of come out the winner. The one that you want, you actually get. You have the power to control. So your offer is the best offer. But I do see here that you have to release the negative feelings of being paranoid all the time, always thinking people are out to get you, or that somebody always trying to say something to you. Like sometimes that shit you create in your own head, right? Because that's how you think. The lack of trust that you have in other people is a lack of trust that you have in yourself. And they keep showing me 10s, like 4 and 6, 3 and 7. This 10 is important for you because it's actually catapulting you to the next level. So 10s are about completions, but it's also the upgrade. So some of you guys are upgrading. I'm even seeing some of you guys are upgrading your vehicle. So some of you guys may have gone into a dealership, or you're wanting to go into with these, again, legal contracts. You're going into a place where you're going to be upgraded. There's more money for you, but you got to stop thinking that people always out to get you. That is a you thing. Okay, give me clarity on this. For some of you guys, leopard might be significant. Leopard print, leopard shoes, leopard bag. Also like alligators and like, because they're showing me like scaly energy. Scales might be important. Scales, balance. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a lot of like I don't know, swampy, or or maybe it's a Louisiana energy here. Look, I told you the Emperor wanted to come out. I told you it's the same vibe. The energy of this is you learning how to rule your world, right? You have more power than you believe, but you kind of let it out. So, if you live in a house or an apartment, right? And if you have like older windows and gaps, like if you could see like light from the outside, inside your house, you have insulation issues. So when you turn on your heat, or when you turn on your air, it's escaping, right? That is something you have control over by putting in proper insulation, right? You can insulate your home, insulate your space, and that will alleviate the problem. That's what the Emperor does. The Emperor is the one who knows how to insulate, how to take care of their own space, how to protect their space, how to have power over their space. This is your father energy, and some of you guys could be having conflict with your father or a father figure, maybe the father of your child, and it could be that you're having negotiations about child support. Water signs, some of you guys could be dealing with competition. Maybe they don't want to pay, or maybe they have multiple kids and they trying to like shortchange you. But this is you standing up as the ruler, as the leader, and saying, no, this is what we're gonna do. I do see, like, I feel like some of you guys could be going to court as well. Even though I don't see like the Justice card, even though I don't see that card, I still feel like there's an energy of legal battles here that are going to work out in your favor. I do see balance here. There's more Taurus energy, Aries energy here. So a lot of fire energy as well as Capricorn energy present. And this is, again, what did I tell you? Fairness, right? It's that, I told y'all, the universe is so funny. I didn't have the card, but look, you see the scales? It's balanced. I say that because sometimes you have to know that even though the card physically doesn't come, the message still comes through loud and clear. And so the universe wants you to know, like, even if you're dealing with some sort of like legal battles or contracts or anything like that, that things will be working out for you. Like the energy feels good. I love the leopard wear. Yeah, that leopard, it's leopard and alligator. It's like those exotic prints. And even with that, like thinking about exotic prints, that gives you money. You have to have money to have like the quality. You're gonna spend that change, which means that you have to have like a certain type of, like it's an, like I said, like that status upgrade. Like it's an upgrade in status. It's an upgrade in finances. So if you've been on the fence or worried about it, especially like, because Taurus placements are also prevalent here. Sometimes we don't always feel like we are deserving of something. And so it's just remembering that, to have that balance, giving and receiving, sharing the wealth and having prosperity, right? The balance is what's most important. But again, success here with the World card, and it talks about harmony and integration, and that's the piece. Sometimes we get the knowledge, but we got to integrate it, right? Unless I take the medicine, having the prescription does nothing for me if I don't take the medicine. taking the medicine actually integrates it into my body so the healing can occur. That's how success comes. When I choose to integrate the formula that is working for my life. When I take the medicine, or when I get the information and I integrate it. When I do the meditation, when I do the nature walk, when I do the thing, whatever the thing is, and I integrate it, that's when I see the results. That's my success. When I implement the workout and I do it day over day. So, in full disclosure, y'all see this hot pink? Y'all see that? That's my waist trainer. Today I got up and said, it's not going to go away by itself. Even though I'm speaking to it, I still need to do action. So I put on a waist trainer. And the top, it don't fit. You can see the little budge right here. And I got discouraged at first. And then Spirit reminded me, when you first bought it, it didn't fit. And that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And then you did the work and it fit, right? Your body moved down. It slimmed down, and you were able to get it to fit. So, with that being said, if I did it once, I can do it again. And I'm telling y'all, because if you did it once, you can do it again. You're not stuck. You understand? So, that's what I mean. You got to implement the strategy. You got to implement the work in order for you to see the success. It's not just going to happen. I bought the waist trainer and it's sitting in my dresser. Okay, what is it doing for me? That's the change, right? That's the freedom. And even though it may not be comfortable in the moment, over time, it will be. Over time, it's going to do what it's supposed to do. It will do what it was designed to do. You are going to do what you're designed to do. I called in that emperor. He brought his ass on in here for you guys. And for some of you guys, you could be dealing with some structural energy with you. Again, like with your father. This is a time for you to really own you, right? Do you. Show up for you. You know, stop being so frustrated. If somebody piss you off, you know, change up your position or your perspective. Now let's get you one of these seer cards. Come on, y'all. Water signs. For my water signs, Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. I do want y'all to remember that these readings are not to replace any medical, legal, or financial advice. That is a completely your decision. Hello, Well of Wisdom Tarot. Defend. Ooh wee. And why is it every time you send a comment, a card pop out? She said, defend my opinion. And Spirit said, activate your peace. I'm going to just say what I said. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Activate your peace and your calm. You control your peace and your calm. You control it. It's a number 25. Activate your peace and calm. Meditation. Calming your emotions. Centered. A daily practice. Still the waters. Focus your attention. Coming back to center, eye of the storm. The eye of the storm is actually the most calming piece, or the most calm. Everything else is happening around it. But in the eye of the storm, there's nothing. It's clear, right? As it moves. It's always been so kind of wild to me that it's like that. But I live in Texas and we have hurricanes and we get storms. And we often say, like, who gonna be on the clean side and who gonna be on the dirty side? Because if you on the dirty side of the storm, you finna catch it all. And if you know, like I know, in Texas, sometimes that thing come back, it like reverse. It's like, bitch, I'm back. Oh, you thought you was done? Nah. So sometimes like those storms send out bands of storms before, and then the storm comes. And then you be like, really? That's why we be flooding like we do. Plus, it's an hour away to the ocean. So it takes not much for us to like be floating around out here. Your message. What would peace, Gloria, what would peace feel like in your situation with the Sagittarius? Everybody else. Illy said, what are hurricanes? She's so pretty. You have such a beautiful daughter. Everybody else. What would peace feel like in your situation? You have the innate ability to create calm and peace in your life, partnership, emotions, and body. If your situation feels like it is totally out of control, return to well-being by simply focusing on creating peace in environments that you do have a say over. Hey love, how are you? Like your energy. Your energy belongs to you. Your energy belongs to you. What you choose to focus on, what you choose to invite in your life literally is yours. Return to nature and slow down its pace. Lean against the tree and share your heart with it. Allow yourself to swim or boat or float in a body of water. A shower can work in a pinch. It's actually true. Like when I become overwhelmed and I'm working from home, if my mind is like buzzing, or even between readings, if it's too much energy from one person, I will get up and go shower, and I will literally release and let that energy flow down the drain, and I come back so refreshed because I get to decide what I hold on to emotionally, physically, spiritually. Like it's my decision. It says, imagine that any and all negativity is leaving you as the water flows over you. See angst swirl down the drain. Do this as a daily practice until peace becomes real for you. If you find yourself in a tense situation with another person, imagine the situation being resolved. I think that a really good practice is to see yourself having good conversations, because what you don't realize is that you're rehearsing like negative situations with that person, and therefore they keep coming back because you're giving it space in your mind's eye. Give yourself, thank you. Give yourself the ability to say no to it. See yourself being loved. See yourself being honored. See yourself being spoken to with high regard, because you command the room. Okay. Now it says, if you cannot see that solution, surrender the situation to a higher power by simply evoking the following phrase: please bring me peace to the situation that I am in, and name the person. It literally says that. Only good will come from this, and so it is. If your query is about larger forces at play, like events, you can do your part by imagining peace and practicing right speech. As Buddhists suggest, it means loving speech, compassionate words, understanding, and integrity in everything you say. You are innately a kind soul, and because of this, you deserve this experience of peace. Meditation. Focus on waves of green and blue light flowing over your body in a pattern that feels soothing and calming. Extend this light out to a person or a situation that needs peace. Thank you. One of the things that I used to do with one of my clients is I would have her go into her mind and lay back. She would swim out into the lake, a very calm lake. I would have her swim out to about and this is in her mind, to about mid-waist. And then I would have her lay on her back and just float. And as she floated on the water with her hands extended and her legs straight and just floating in the water, I would have her let the water is super cool, and let the sun just hit her. And the sun is cleansing her and it's invigorating her, and the water is keeping her cool and releasing any tension. And she would come back to herself almost instantly. And it's a practice. Thank you. It's a practice that you can do as well. So with that being said, find things and niches that work for you. If you need a coach, I got you. You can book me on evetheempath.com. I have full services, I have packages, I have individual trainings, and I got readings. And if you are a subscriber and you got the Eve by your name, My readings are anywhere from 5 to 10% off. If you have not experienced a one-to-one on me, you need to go ahead and book that. Last but not least, earth signs, let's go. Go on, book that. I dreamed about making y'all fluffy eggs this morning. It's crazy because in my mind I had like, in my dream I was like whipping up the eggs, and it had like some sort of like something, and it was so fluffy, and I put like spinach and sun-dried tomatoes, and they were so good. I might make y'all some breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, I feel like we could eat eggs at any time. Where my earth signs at? Thank you so much. You better stop letting that Sagittarius get to you. That is a choice. Hi, Natalie. How are you? Welcome in, love. Naturally 66. Hello. Thank you for the gifts. And thank you guys for clicking on my team. I appreciate it. Loving me more. Thank you, love. Yeah, you can't be over there fighting. Fatty J. I don't know why when I saw your name, Fatty J, but Spirit instantly took me to your liver. 2 things. Cut out the fried foods and stop drinking so much. Period. Your liver. Take care of your liver. Okay? I know I hadn't seen you in a while. Now last week I was missing in action because I was sleepy. And so my body needed some rest. 8 of Swords, first card out the deck for my beautiful earth signs. You guys are causing your own stress. Okay? You guys are letting your fears rule you. Hello, Zaria. It's always a debate with that. Your words are powerful. You just gave it permission for it to be more debate. Ooh-wee. Okay, earth signs, y'all got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse too. Some of you guys could be, I don't know if you guys got something going on with fire signs, but it definitely, if the number 444 is coming up, or you seeing 888, it's definitely something in this message for you, that there's an indicator. 8s can represent your soul, right? So it's about fairness. Sometimes maybe you're feeling like things are not fair, or maybe Spirit is telling you to be more in a mind of balance, more looking for more equality or equity, making things more equitable, right? It could also be a reminder of what are you having friction with. 888 this morning, what are you having friction with, or what are you feeling oppressed by? Because 8s can be a freedom. It's just about your soul. What did your soul come to learn? What did your soul come to experience? And also about honesty. This is an opportunity. So like if you find yourself in situations where you think people are not being honest with you, this is a great opportunity for you to say, okay, where am I lying to myself? Have a fabulous day, beautiful. And I mean it in all honesty. Sometimes the reflection, it's hard sometimes for us to see the truth in ourselves. So the universe gives us the ability to see it externally through other people. So if I'm having an experience where I don't feel like I can trust people, more than likely I'm not honoring myself. And let me tell you, it could be something so simple like, for the last 3 weeks, I've been like, I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to clean my room. Now, y'all notice I said for the last 3 weeks, right? And I didn't clean my room. Am I being honest with myself? Am I keeping my word? Am I having discipline? No, I'm not, am I? So I'm seeing the reflection in other people of who I'm being to myself. And it's that simple. It's no harm, it's no foul. I can take a step back and be like, okay, all right, you're right. I didn't. So maybe instead of saying what I'm going to do, I just chill. I don't make a plan, or I don't make an agreement, or I don't make, you know what I'm saying? Like I just take a step back and say, Okay, today I'm going to do my best to accomplish things that I want to accomplish, and I'm going to give myself the space to navigate that a little differently. I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm not going to make commitments that I don't want to agree to, because that's my decision. Now, some of you guys feel disempowered, right? And that disempowerment is because sometimes it's hard for us to see in our circumstances and we feel trapped, right? So that Eight of Swords kind of comes in because that mind is ruminating. It's going around and around thinking about all the things that's going wrong. And who's handcuffing you? You. Because you're going into the future or into the past, reliving things or trying to fix it in the future. Be present. What does this present feel like? Right now I feel good. The thing feel tight. That's my present experience. Right now my present experience feels good. I have my energy drink. I have my hot tea. I have my water. In this moment I feel engaged with you all. That's a way for me to pull myself back into this present moment. Okay? This is also about self-imposed restriction. Like literally, I'm imposing myself with the restricted belt. Like seriously, where are you binding yourself? Because it's all self-imposed. Earth signs. Gemini energy is present. Capricorn energy is present. Also Cancer. So remember, if you have those placements, there could be something in this message, especially my Caps. Capricorns, I'm talking to you. Okay? With this, you also have here the Four of Pentacles. So some of you guys are feeling like you need to stabilize your life. You're looking for stability, right? And the Queen of Pentacles is a stable person when she's in her right energy, when she's manifesting from that place. 444 is also going to be prevalent for you. So right now you're being called to meditate, to go inside, right? Because some of you guys could be feeling like you're tired of doing the same thing over and over, like getting hit with the same monotony, the same like depression, feeling stuck, like shit ain't moving. Literally, some of you guys could be constipated. Damn it, I love spirit. Hello, Earlene Colin. I was just talking about constipation, and boom, colon pops up. Like in real life, what you have going on in the inside of your body is a reflection. Seriously. Spirit is telling me to talk to you guys about the book, You Can Heal Your Life. For some of you guys, it's going to really help you to embrace the things that you need to change. Resistance to Change, Chapter 4. I think it's Chapter 4. Oh, no, Chapter 4, Is It True? Remember we was talking about restrictions? And this is an opportunity for you to engage. Truth is the unchangeable part of me. The question is it true or real? Has two answers, yes and no. It is true if you believe it is true. It is not true if you don't believe it isn't true. That goes right back to our 4 agreements, right? If I make an agreement with it, then it's real in my life. That's why 5s are so important, because it comes in to free your mind from those beliefs. The 8 is the opposite, right? The 8 is about comfort and security, but it's also about oppression, because there's 2 sides of the coin. Where are you oppressing yourself when you can release? What can I let go of? Hello, Sandra Martin. It says, the glass is both half full and half empty, depending on how you look at it. There are literally billions of thoughts we can choose to think. Billions. Billions. Probably more than that. Because we have 6.9 billion people on this planet. And if every person thought one thought, like if you could put one thought in the universe and make it available to everybody, what would that thought be? Would it be, I don't have enough money? I don't have enough time? I don't have enough this? What would your one thought be to circulate for the entire universe? For all the people on this planet to have access to? And at any given moment, they can think your thought. Think about that. Think about what your top 10 thoughts are. Earth signs. People don't fool with me. People don't understand me. Ain't no real people out here. Okay. I'll never be enough. I'm not worthy. My mama ain't never loved me. My family ain't never loved me. Okay. That could be your one thought. That's what you're going to give? Think about that. You have access to your thoughts. You do. And you also belong to a collective of thoughts. And that collective of thoughts is what's governing your life. It also says, whatever I choose to believe becomes true for me. Whatever you choose to believe becomes true for you. Our thoughts can be totally different, and our lives and experience are totally different just by thinking different thoughts and having different beliefs. Have you ever tried to convince somebody to do something that you felt like was good for them and they was like resistant to it? It's because their belief did not align with your belief. You know how I know y'all have done that thing? Because almost every person on this planet, this is my assumption, has on some level tried to prove their worth to somebody, be it a teacher, a parent, or a lover. If I can just love them harder, they will believe that I really love them. No, they don't believe you because they don't fucking believe you, and there's nothing that you can do to ever make them believe you until they change their mind. And there's nothing that you can do to change their mind. I was talking to an ex and he was telling me like how I wasn't loyal. And I'm like, oh, okay. If you say so. No, what happened was I disconnected my energy. It has nothing to do with loyalty. I started to become loyal to myself. I was like, you couldn't see what you had. And they're both true. I did stop being loyal to him. He's right. Because I started being loyal to myself. And he was like, yeah, you did those things, but they did. What was I supposed to hold on to the memory of the thing that you did forever? And I was like, you know what? That's wild. I started to think about all the times that I tried to make all these magical moments happen for him. Right? That's what I'm thinking, like, these things that I'm doing, these actions that I'm taking are going to be so memorable and so impactful that he is going to absolutely love them and love me because of it. But the truth of the matter is once you finish the dessert, it's gone. You shit it out and you keep moving. You don't think, oh my God, that's the best dessert ever. I will never, ever love another dessert. No. You want more because we're not satisfied. I just want you to think about that. The thoughts that you think are yours. They're your own personal prison, nobody else's. So some of you guys are stuck in this scarcity mindset. Gotta do it for yourself first before doing it for someone else, right? And also, what's the intention behind why you're doing it? Like, truthfully, if your intention is to, convince or to trap or to trick, then that's what you're going to experience, because it's really never about them. It's only you. But we don't see that. Again, my belief system, no one has to subscribe to. But I would love for you to at least entertain it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Take a second. Digest it. Let it sit with you for a minute. The Four of Pentacles can indicate, the Four of Pentacles can indicate that you're holding on or grasping the need for security. And that could be in relationships. It could be work. But more importantly, it's probably home and financial. It could be a need for security. And security, it shows up in many ways, right? Secure attachment. Some of you guys could be dealing with some attachment style issues as well. Some of you guys could have dealt with a lot of scarcity as a kid, or even early in your relationships, and you're trying to hold on to a form of security. And what's needed in this moment is, again, meditation to release old belief systems. The Four of Cups is like focusing on what you don't have instead of looking at what you do have, right? It's also talking about, and it's important because that's that missed opportunities energy. What did I miss? What did I lose? Right? But did you really? And again, holding on too tight can cause us to lose things because we're so afraid of losing them that we attract the losing. Give me more on this Queen of Pentacles. So some of you guys really do need to, again, this need for security. It's needing to be, some of you guys can be a little bit smothering or self-neglectful, and it's learning how to take care of yourself and articulate that. It's also showing up for these two cards are coming in with emotional intelligence and a happy life. So when you start to really put yourself first and to care for yourself, leave behind the limiting thoughts and behaviors, you actually do walk into that Ten of Cups energy. This is the ability to really enjoy the cups that are full, right? It's saying that all of my cups are full. Happy life, happy wife, happy children, divine love, relationship harmony. It's like all of those things encompassed. But more importantly, I learned the value of my thought energy, right? I choose how I show up in thought and in word. This is a brilliant energy. Emotional intelligence shows up here. And this is also supportive communication. This is me allowing myself to utilize empathetic conversation, right? I'm ruling with a different way of speaking versus here. So I started here. And when I start to care for myself, I end up over here. It's a beautiful energy. Let's get you guys a seer card, and we're going to see it again tomorrow. I'll hop on again tomorrow for you guys. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. For my earth signs, what is needed most? I appreciate the energy that you have shared with me today, allowing me to be connected to your energy. All right. Look at that. We got a 16, abundance and prosperity. Abundance and prosperity. This is you being able to pollinate your own life. This is you getting the sweet nectar from life, sowing seeds. It's a positive ebb and flow kind of energy. This card represents flourishing, leveling up, seeing through the eyes of spirit. This card comes to remind you of your incredible manifesting power and to tell you that you have all the inner resources that you need to create a life that flourishes. I love that for you. So if you're feeling a little unsteady, know that you are safer. And if you were trying to up level to a new state of prosperity and well-being, know that you can do this by first focusing your energy and intention, and then by taking deliberate action. Through the eyes of spirit, any form of lack can be transformed for the better. Reality is created through a frequency of vision. Wow. We just talked about that with this Queen of Swords. It says, if you are feeling worried about your finances, which you are, focus on releasing your fears, which is this. Release those fears. Yes. Somebody is, their energy is showing up in the thighs. Heavy thigh energy. Yes. I love this for you guys. But yeah, it's saying focus on releasing your fears. Seek expert advice to help you clear anything that needs clearing, and work on elevating your energy, even if that means having someone to come in and help you declutter your home, because sometimes a cluttered home represents pockets of clutter in the mind, right? Currently have a swollen thigh and the doctors are saying that nothing is wrong. Zaria, they're probably right. It's all physical manifestations start as energetic manifestations first. So if you find the source of the physical of the emotional body that is stagnant in the body, then you can find release. And just ask your body, like touch your thigh and speak to it and ask, hey, what are we feeling? What does the thigh represent? Well, inside of the thigh is one of the biggest bones in your body. It's the bone marrow. And your bone marrow creates your defense. One of the biggest portions of your defense in your body, your white blood cells, are created in your femur. So perhaps you're wearing yourself out, or you're wearing out your defenses, right? Also, you have your quads in your thigh. It could be muscles. Maybe there's atrophy, or you're working too hard. You overwork the muscle. There could be a variety of things that are showing up. But if you spend the time really in this meditative energy and get to know, you will find out. When I was working for a big bank, my last big bank, I had joint pains. I would go to so many doctors and none of them could figure out what was wrong with me. I went into the psychiatric ward for 6 months. I mean, for a week, and I was off for 6 months. 5. And I remember, like, once I stopped going into that office every day and dealing with those people every day, my joints stopped hurting. I remember telling this story. And I was just telling my daughter that I've been having some joint pains recently. I personally know that it's because I have stress. I've been allowing myself to be more stressed. I've been overdoing it. It showed up in my reading, overdoing it, overworking. And so Spirit is like, you need to have balance, baby. You got to get up and get out, get outside and walk around. You have to, I know that you want to accomplish your goals. You're trying to do well for your region. I know those things are important to you, but why are they important to you? Who are you trying to prove it to? Like, these are real conversations that I'm having with myself. So the stuff that I'm talking to you guys about are things that I actually do for myself. I'm not just over here telling you, do this, and talking out the crack of my ass. No, I'm talking to myself too. I can tell to relate to everything you're saying. Been doing a lot of work lately. So yeah, and there you go. It's probably balance. You probably need balance. And if it's the right side, that's the doing side. If it's the left side, it's the feminine side, learning how to receive. And more than likely, Zaria, you probably do need to learn how to receive. How do I learn how to receive from the people in my life? How do I ask for help? Right? It's masculine energy. You're probably overworking your masculine. Aggressive. When was the last time you had a soft day where you just sat there very soft, like in that soft energy, where your tone was soft, where you were, you know how like you meet somebody and you kind of flirty with it and you say certain things and you know it's going to attract, like that's a power. But nah, we lead with, I don't need that. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have so much, I can do it. Like sometimes now I'm learning how to sit there and let the man open the door for me. You know what I mean? Open the door, carry this, do this for me. And thank you. I appreciate you. Like, that's enough. I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking that I always have to like do it myself and go and be. Fuck that. My body ain't meant for that. That's interesting, because I was going to say that bees do that. Bees work until they don't have any more energy. But if you notice, the flowers don't, they just lay there. That's his job. I'm going to lay here and receive this. You understand? It says, through the eyes of spirit, any form of lack can be transformed for better. Reality is created through frequency and vision. So now is the time to welcome even more abundance into your life. If you're feeling worried about your finances, focus on releasing your fears. Seek expert advice to help you clear out things. Some of the things I started to do is just to release some of my subscriptions. Like I was subscribed, and subscriptions are actually tying you to the energy of the thing. That's why when I was starting to get drained from the readings that we were doing on Saturdays, Spirit, I was like, how do I still give back? And that's when I was like, well, we can do something from Eve's closet. Really, it's Eve's bookshelf. It could be a tarot deck, or it could be a book, or something that's going to help you. It's still giving back. I appreciate you subscribing to me. And if we're in connection together, I'm going to give back. Sometimes I'm doing a session with one of my clients, and it's not all the time, but I'll be like, you know, take $25 off this week, or take $30 off this week. Or sometimes I just do half. Why? Because I appreciate them. It's not just about what I can get, but it's also it's the giving too. But I got to learn how to receive as well. I have to also understand that I have a value, that the service that I offer is a value. And that people pay for that value. Just like you go pay for your Starbucks. Sometimes they give you a free Starbucks, right? But most of the time they pay for it. And it's being okay with receiving, right? You don't go to work for free. You go to work for the fucking paycheck. The liking people is a byproduct. If I like you, that's a plus. Now pay me, because I ain't gonna do this for free. This is something I can do for free. I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be on here for hours and just give to you guys, just give you words and information. Like, I love that. And my heart is full. Like, I be on a high, you know? But shit, everything else, you better pay me. I'm not finna sit up in your office all day smiling at people. Fuck you, pay me. And anybody else who tell you they up in there because they want it, bitch, don't give them a check and see how they feel. You still love it? Get the fuck out of here. Learn how to move in peace and learn how to receive, man. That's what that physical pain is. Stop stressing yourself. It's not worth it. Because when you gone, they gonna put somebody else right there. You understand? Visualize abundance in all its forms and stay open to receiving. This is helping filling your cup. I love that. Thank you. It says spiritual insights that can assist you with creating more tangible abundance and recognizing that abundance isn't just money, right? Having peace is abundant. Y'all, do you talk to your home? Do you bless your home? I do. I talk to my bed. I'll be like, oh my God, you feel so good. I'm so grateful. I used to say that shit to a man. Now I say it to my bed. Let me tell you why. Because even if a man ain't there, my bed is. Even if nobody ever sleeps in it with me, I feel comfort. I feel peace. I lay down and rest at night and sleep in peace. Every night. Every night. Like, that's a gift. That's abundance. Because I know what it feels like to have noise and chaos. To have somebody not respect my boundaries and make noise when I'm trying to rest. Like, I have peace. I come down work, I feel comfortable. You know, I have the things that feel good to me. That's abundance, right? When your body is working, that's abundance. Because when them little cricks and stuff be happening, oh my God, let me tell you. So, being in a place where you recognize that you have abundance all around you, it attracts more, because that becomes your resonant frequency. That becomes the signal that you send out to the universe that you want more of. That's the same reason why Murphy's Law. And it's interesting, Nicole, I said to Spirit the other day, I was like, I don't want her to focus on Murphy's Law anymore. I need other laws. So the next time we meet, I got you. I'm probably going to send you some anyway. Things that you can practice. But my thought is, if Murphy's Law says anything that could go wrong will go wrong, what's the opposite of that, right? How else can I show up in a way that allows me to receive all the good, right? Like, why not? If I could create that, then can I create this too? And what's the distance between the two? If I'm already over here, what's the distance between here? But the moment I make the decision to go this way, I'm already moving in that direction. I'm already in the frequency of attracting that. Just keep that in mind. So don't get focused on how long it takes. Thank you, Spirit, for that. I appreciate you in this moment. I'm so grateful. So last but not least, let's finish this up. Spirit will move mountains for you. Wow. I think I needed to hear that. Spirit will move mountains for you. If you are prepared to receive all the good you have been asking for. Don't you like how the message comes and then we read it? Like, I just got this deck. I ain't read these cards yet. I think I pulled 2 cards out of it minus the ones today, and that was for a reading I did for somebody, and it was they were the first ones to get cards from the deck. I didn't even pull for me, and I always do. I say all that to say the universe hears and connects with us where we are. Even if your faith is here, right? Just a little bit. It doesn't mean that it can't grow to more. And it will. The more you see, the more, like, it's like talking to your plant babies, and then they give you babies. It's like you get excited. You be like, oh my God, you got a new baby. That's real life. Like, that shit really happens. In the universe, it does the same everywhere. So, Spirit will move mountains for you if you're prepared to receive it. Sometimes the best way to begin is to allow good fortune in is to simply by releasing old things. You can do this symbolically, releasing old mental patterns from lack, physically releasing old clothes, materials, items that you no longer need, and emotionally releasing any pain associated with abundance. Like, I don't have to suffer to have money. I was struggling the other day because I digress. I was having a hard time releasing $200 at the nail shop. I said it. These are my nails. They charged me $15 for 2 of these. And they charged me for the shape of my nail, and they charged me for the color, for the gel polish, and then the refill, because I get an overlay over my nails. And then I got my feet done. And the pedicure I choose is like $85 because it's like a collagen, and they give you like the collagen pack so that you can, continue to do your skin. And it's like a 5-step process. And when I went outside, I was looking at my receipt, looking for discrepancies, because I'm like, they charged me too much. And I was having a hard time, that scarcity as well. Because when you truly believe that you deserve it, like, if I like it and I enjoy it and it makes me feel good, then why would I punish myself by saying I spent too much money on me? You see what I'm saying? It's very subtle. And I'm sharing that with you, not because I'm bragging about no $200, because I only go get my nails done once a month and my feet done once a month. However, if I complain about the cost of what I did for myself, that's the equivalent of your parents saying to you, well, I bought you all these clothes and you don't even do you know what I mean? You don't even deserve it. You haven't been doing anything I've asked you. Exactly. You tell yourself you're not worth it, and it becomes your resonant frequency. I don't want that for me. I want myself to know that whatever I give it, it's good for it. Whatever I give my being to feel positive and happy and worthy is worth it for them, for us. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want no partner who be like, well, didn't I just buy you that? You know what I'm saying? And they complain about it. What I need you for? I could do it myself. But then when you do it yourself, you complain about what you're spending on yourself. That's why I say, if we could just reframe the way we see, I am worth it. Right? I do deserve new hairstyles and massages and new clothes and a nice home and a clean home and a car, if that's what I desire, if those are the things I want. Whatever is in my pool of desire is okay for me to have it, because the universe is abundant. It's not lacking. The universe isn't scarce at all. At all. At all. It's abundant in everything you can imagine. everything. Everything. So if you want to have lack, it's abundant in that too. If you want to have broke ass boyfriends, it's abundant in that. If you want to have billionaire boyfriends, it's abundant in that. If you want to have 6-figure jobs, it's abundant in that. If you want to have peace on your work, it's abundant in that. If you want to have great friendships, it's abundant in that. If you want to have lack of trust, it's abundant in that. It has everything you desire. Everything. Everything. From good food to nasty food. Everything. It's like the flea market of whatever you want. Imagine that. And all you got to do is think and speak your way to it. That's your currency. Oh my God. This is good. I am grateful. Like, because I'm talking to me now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to me. Lastly, this card may have simply popped up in your reading to congratulate you on doing such a good job in creating wealth, and that the path that you are focusing on is prosperous. So you can relax. That's what she said. Baby, we need to relax. Because our thigh hurt, and our hip hurt, and our leg hurt. We want to rest because we doing a good fucking job. Abundance is your absolute spiritual birthright. So claim it. Wow. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Meditation. Close your eyes. Focus your attention on your heart chakra. Feel it opening and expanding. And when you're ready, ask the question, how can I flourish more? Write down any insights that you receive. That's it. That's all. What a great day. What great readings we got today. I'm so grateful for y'all. I hope you have an amazing day. You better have an amazing day, because why not? I love y'all. Big hearts. Big hearts to you all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thank you, Zaria. Thank you, NJ. I'll see y'all later. And I'm going to post this one. I'm going to go download it and post it, because I feel like, why not? This is a great one, and it's going to be rough. But y'all, please go in there and put the timestamps in there for me. So if you read the fire sign, just put fire sign at whatever time, and then just timestamp whatever. I appreciate you. I love you. Bye, guys.